What's up, folks? How are we? Let's see who filters in today. This is going to be the first time I'm going live on YouTube without being live on TikTok. I'm curious to see how it's going to go. Those of you just starting to follow me here, I am Mims, and we'll talk about a whole bunch of stuff today. Today we're going to be talking about the Epstein files. Let me get all loaded up real quick here. Good morning, Kat. How are you? I can't even find me on YouTube right now. What the hell? Mims live? I'm not even live? Oh no. Weird. Good morning, everybody. How are we? Maple, what are you doing? I've had a really shitty day. Literally, we had a backup in our house, and our septic tank's full. I'm so over it all. I need a little bit of good news. I just need some good news. I'm tired of just shit breaking, man. I'm over it. I'm tired. There we go. Whoa, doubling up. All right. We are not going to let them distract us from the Epstein files. That's the pressure point. The Epstein files is the pressure point. Good morning, Star. We'll be doing the bonfire here soon, but got to keep the algos happy. Algorithms. Got to keep the algorithms happy. My septic tank's full, Star. So, you know, they're not available till Monday either. Guess I'm going to be shitting in the woods. I'm just kidding. I'm so frustrated at this goddamn house. This fucking house, man. It was one of those houses in the 2000s that was one of those flipper houses. And, oh! That is good news. Yay. Good. I'm going to give you a big old hug on that news. Yeah. I called ARS, Rescue Rooter. I'm going to call them out by name. And good and bad. It ended on a good note. I called them out today on the phone last night. They were like, yeah, we do septics. I said, all right, sweet, let's go. And they're like, yeah, we could be out there between 8 and 12 tomorrow morning. I said, okay. They just left. And when the guy came here, I was like, hey, you know, I'm not quite sure if there's a clog or the septic's full or something. And he's like, ooh. And I was like, ooh, good? And he's like, ooh, bad. We don't do septics. I said, oh. Well, when I talked to the person on the phone, they said, y'all do septics. That's why I hired y'all. And $75 for them to come out. $75. So, I was like, look, not for nothing, but I'm not paying your company for this. I was like, you hourly? He said, yeah. I said, okay, good. I'm not paying your company for this. And he got on the phone and he was like, yeah, you know, we got you. So good stuff. But damn it, now we got a septic issue. First it was fucking our AC broke in our house. Now this. Oof. Very frustrating. But it is what it is. You know, we'll be okay. I think. I hope. All right. They're now. We're gonna distract ourselves from the Epstein files real quick. Real quick. They are now having ICE raid Hyundai electric vehicle sites. ICE is now arresting people at work at electric vehicle sites for Hyundai. Hundreds of undocumented immigrants were apprehended in a massive ICE raid at Hyundai plant in Georgia. The way we handle this matters. 450 people were apprehended. Holy fuck. The way we do this matters, though. The way we do this matters. End of the program. Yeah. Fuck yes, Star. Fuck yes. That makes me happy. Makes me happy. Trump says a video of the garbage bags that were dropped out of the White House was AI generated. I can see why he'd be confused, because I don't think it was a garbage bag that was thrown out. Amber! What up, friends? For those of you that don't know, I got a violation when I left the live last night. Or yesterday. I ended the live, and then a minute later I got a violation for being live. So I'm banned until September 11th. So. GOP support erodes for the Epstein file petition. They're fading away. They're fading away? What, people are not wanting to expose pedophiles now? Yeah, no, nothing's eroding. Donald Trump's family wealth jumps to $5 billion on crypto, while Americans can't afford groceries. That's a good headline from India Today. President Donald Trump's family is set to pocket billions from their new cryptocurrency venture. They began trading on September 1st. Quickly valued the Trump's family's stake at more than $5 billion. Trump himself is listed as a co-founder, giving the project a rare blend of political influence and personal profit. Contrast could not be sharper. It comes even as millions of Americans face rising costs for food, fuel, and daily commodities. The rich get rich, and the broke keep getting broker. The average household is losing $2,400 because of Trump's tariffs. You are paying more for almost everything because of Donald Trump himself. Latest food price outlook from the USDA Economic Research Service underscores that point. All food consumer price index rose to 0.2% from June to July. Overall inflation, but signaling pressure in retail prices by the end of the year. I'm all fucked up on that one. Food costs are projected to be climbing to 3.4%. It's going to go up. It's only gone up 0.2, and we're expecting it to go up 3.4? What? We can't afford shit here in America. Trump's America, we can't afford shit. It wasn't this bad under Biden. Eric and Donald Trump Jr. and his son-in-law, Jared Kushner, hold 60% of the stake. What once cost $150 at the supermarket now costs $2. I can't fucking talk today, y'all. I'm gonna try that whole sentence again. What once cost $150 at the supermarket now approaches $200, leaving less money for everything else. Yeah, yep. And have y'all noticed that food goes bad quicker lately? We used to have chicken that would last 2 weeks. Now it'll last a week. You every day? I fight that struggle every day too. Yeah. 1786 France. Yep. Did y'all see that they brought guillotines out to the ICE compound in California? They brought a fucking guillotine out. You haven't even had your bean juice yet? I hear you. Is my audio okay over here? I haven't used this setup in a while. I'm so thankful for ARS. I know y'all didn't get my business, but I will be positively talking about that company for a very long time. They may not get my business because they don't do septic stuff, but that company cares about the American people. That company cares about the American people. Audio is good. Nice. Made you giggle. Yep. I didn't even realize I'm bumming it today. I didn't even swap shirts. I didn't do nothing. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, release the files. Maple, you want to say hey? Come here, puppers. Uppies. Uppy puppies. Da-da. It's that dog. You feel good, baby. Whoa. Here, up here. All right, off. Good boy. Oh, good girl. Good puppers. Yeah, Maple's a ham. You can kind of see. I don't know if y'all can. Let's see if I can move y'all real quick. Hold on. Whoa. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. North Kakalaki Pride, baby. I ordered this flag, not realizing it was 5 feet long. I have a 5 foot long North Carolina fucking flag out front. North Carolina Pride. Happy little accident, I guess. Get y'all adjusted again. Bat Maple. It's a big ass flag. I unpacked it and I brought it out and I held it up, and he completely blocked me, except for like my feet. And I was like, "Woo, big flag!" My wife's like, "Where are we putting that, babe?" I said, "On the flagpole." She forgot we had a flagpole. We have those little garden flags that are flat. She thought it was supposed to go on that. She thought I was going on one of those little gardening. It's like this big. And I said, "Do you know where this is supposed to go? Or do you know where this is going to go?" And she went, "Back to Amazon." Fucking trip. Where's it going to go? Out. Nope. It went up. She's like, "It's not going to fit." Yep. You're just super proud of where you are. It's fine. Yeah. Do y'all know why North Carolinians don't like and are not a super big... Now, I can't speak for all of us, but there's a reason we don't like South Carolina. There's a big reason why we don't like South Carolina. Do y'all know why we split north to south? We wanted to abolish slavery. South Carolina wanted to keep it. So we fissured. Fuck South Carolina. You can even tell. You don't even need to have your eyes open when you drive into South Carolina. You know why? Because you can feel the roads. You can feel the roads. Mm-hmm. Bingo. They fought to keep slavery. They absolutely did. North Carolina is not great in the slavery department. We've got our own problems. But when push came to shove, we told South Carolina to go fuck itself. Here in North Carolina, we kind of call South Carolina Florida light. Because, I mean, if you go to Florida beaches and Myrtle Beach, around about the same thing. I'm not a fan of South Carolina. People are okay, but... Too early, you thought it was a trick question, need more coffee. Hey, Amber, how do you make a butterfly? Throw butter out of an airplane. My kid told me that the other day. I cackled. It was great. Tesla is now offering pay packages to Elon Musk. And it could be worth up to $1 trillion. What? So, if Tesla has that much extra money to give one person $1 trillion in packages, how much are they paying their employees? How much does the average Tesla employee get paid? Let's find out. Because we know the highest. The highest is 1 trillion. Oh, really? Oof. Haha. Take a guess how much the lowest paid employee at Tesla makes. Anyone know? It is $8.41 per hour. Nope. $8.41 per hour. $8.41 per hour. While the CEO is about to rake in $1 trillion, let's do some quick math. Teach me how to survive in 2025 America on $8.41 with no extra job, no extra income, no extra roommates. Enter. Yeah. Yeah. All right, full-time 40 hours a week. Is it even possible to live in the United States? Surviving solo in 2025 America on $8.41 an hour is technically possible, but you'd be in survival mode, surviving. Why it's possible? Because of some government safety nets. Uh-oh, we need to update it. Update. Update government safety nets for 2025 rules because Donald Trump's rolled back a lot of fucking shit, and we still haven't even gotten help for Helene here in North Carolina. Release the goddamn files. Release the goddamn files. Okay. If I make that, that means I make $1,345 per month before taxes. After taxes, ballpark, $1,200. Okay, so you make $1,200 on this hypothetical thing. SNAP program, eligibility for a single person household must not exceed... What? I can't even fucking... It must not exceed $1,155. $1,155, 48 states. So I don't even fucking qualify for SNAP? Maximum benefits New York single person can receive $292. Excuse me, $292 a month. Starting September 1st, 2025, stricter work requirements and time limits for able-bodied adults without dependents will kick in. What the fuck does that mean? Wait a minute. What's triggering? Expand on this and yeah, just expand on that. Medicaid 2025, 100% of individuals, if you make less than $1,325 a month, you can get Medicaid. Work requirements, able-bodied adults aged 19 to 64 must work, volunteer, or train 80 hours per month. Eligibility checks, Medicaid expansions, enrollees must re-verify every 6 months. Jesus Christ. States may charge up to $35 per service for those. And you're getting service fees? And there's a 5-year wait limit for green card holders. And what? There's a projected impact of 10 to 12 million Americans that might lose coverage due to eligibility changes and tighter requirements. Section 8 housing eligibility basics unchanged. Let's see. There might be 43% cuts in the 2025 budget proposals. 2-year assistance cap for able-bodied adults. You only get 2-year assistance? Openings are rare and very, very extremely infrequent. Phone call. Start at 75K. Yep. All right. All right. New rules. Must work, volunteer, or train 20 hours a week, 80 hours a month to stay eligible. If you fail to meet these thresholds, you will lose your benefits. Time limits. If you don't meet the requirements, you're limited to 3 months of SNAP, 36-month period. After these 3 months are cut off completely. You might have to requalify for an exemption or requalify. Oh, fuck. In the past, states could waive these rules in high unemployment areas. In 2025, waivers are now being narrowed and fewer people will get exceptions. People who are safe from these rules, people under 18 or over 52, parents or caregivers of children and disabled folks, pregnant individuals, medically certified as physically and mentally unfit for work. Some veterans and people experiencing homelessness may qualify for special exemptions. We all know the current administration doesn't give a fuck about our veterans. Fucking wow. All right, so if all this happens, how long do you think depression will set in? With SNAP benefits that are being cut and able-bodied adults and without dependents, food insecurity will rise. This strongly ties to depressive symptoms. Chronic stress rises cortisol and disrupts sleep, pushing people towards depression. Isolation rises since people without dependents also often lack built-in support networks. First, yeah. In contrast, Tesla's board has proposed a staggering $1 trillion compensation package for Elon Musk. Unprecedented scale. Tesla's board has floated the performance-based package potentially worth $1 trillion over the next decade, the largest in corporate history. No salary, only results. Elon Musk would not earn anything unless Tesla achieves the first set of milestones. There's no salary, there's no baseline, there's no guaranteed bonus, only if they hit their goal. All right, so unlock conditions. To unlock his payout, Tesla must hit a series of wildly aggressive targets, including skyrocketing the market value. It is currently Tesla's market cap is around 1 trillion. They want it to get up to 8.5 to 8.6 trillion. They want to have 20 million vehicles delivered annually. They want 1 million robo-taxis in service, 1 million humanoid robots delivered, 10 million full self-driving subscriptions, massive profit growth, achieve $400 billion, $400 billion, and Musk must stay with Tesla for 7.5 years to start, and then 10 years to fully receive the package. They're doing it to try to retain visionary leadership. Whew. So you got to do it for a decade. That's a fucking package, man. That's a fucking package. Jesus Christ. Captain Brainworm said, anyone that needs meds and is a big pharma employee. I said this in my live stream, in my video on TikTok. I am not gonna take advice medically from somebody that sounds like a cookout drive-through speaker. I think he's wildly unqualified, wildly unprofessional, and I think he needs to be removed and shamed. He's an embarrassment. But, you know, logic. Brainworm ate the logic part of his brain, so, you know, here we are. Using JAG courts for immigration hearings. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh. I swear. Doesn't he also swim in septic water? Wasn't he also swimming in the fucking Hudson? Yeah. This is your brain. This is your brain on RFK. It's embarrassing. It's really embarrassing. Who in the fuck still supports RFK? Seriously. If you're MAGA and you support RFK, tell me in the comments. Please just tell me. I don't think there's any MAGA in here, but how can any MAGA be on board with RFK? That's somebody that we've never even really hammered about. RFK. We've talked about him, but no MAGA has ever, to my knowledge, come up and defended RFK. It was ridiculous. Ridiculous. Okay. I think I have somebody at the door. I need to be right back, y'all. Give me. Okay. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm back. I was worried it was somebody from my septic. Whoa, I'm not in focus. There we are. Okay. Well, when do you think that they're going to release the files? We're going to keep talking about that. I don't think they're ever going to do it willingly. Now, there's even reports of them. They're saying they're not even going to show the full list. They're just going to show the Democrats that are on the list. If your party protects pedophiles, that's not a good look. It's not a good look. Jesus Christ, have y'all seen the jobs report? Unemployment rate is at 4.3%. Yeah. Jesus fucking Christ. That's why those 4 Republicans are there being performative. Yeah. It's up from July, yeah. Yeah, which is up from June, yeah. Which is up from May. Keep going. Um, all right. Let's collect some unemployment data. Yeah, USSR. Anyone? Anyone? Yep. Stats coming in here. All right. 2020. During COVID, there was a huge spike in unemployment. 13.2%, but that was during COVID. It keeps jumping on me here. Look at this. I'll post in the Discord here. Look at that, steadily rising. Look at that, steadily rising. Look how Biden calmed down the economy there. Mm-hmm. Surely did. Hmm. In 2023, 11.1% of Americans, 36.8 million people, were officially living in poverty here in America. Federal Reserve officials estimate the tariff instituted under Trump may have added 1 to 2% of inflation in 2025, compounding the cost squeeze. The poverty threshold is at $16,650 a year, a precariously low bar for survival. Prices for housing and food remain stubbornly high. Tariffs are adding a 1 to 2% extra inflation on top of everything else. Workers' paychecks by less each month. Average Americans are even poorer, even when employed. Starting September 2025, able-bodied adults without dependents will face a strict 20-hour work week. So that's starting next month. So we already have 36 million Americans who officially live in poverty. Child poverty is now at 13.7%. Millions of working class Americans working full-time jobs are being told they don't deserve food or help unless they grind out 20 hours a week of approved labor. If you don't eat. Inflation is being geared as a weapon. Groceries, rent, utilities. Every essential cost costs more, while wages stagnate. The government knows people are suffering, but they're funneling relief into billionaires and corporations. Corporate feudalism. Tesla dangles at $1 trillion payout for Elon Musk, while factory workers make barely enough to survive. The message: if you're rich, you get everything. If you're poor, you get punishment. SNAP is getting the guillotine. Food stamps are going to come with a clock now. 3 months and then starvation. Unless you comply with the state-controlled work rules. How's that not slavery? Imagine being sick, broke, and forced to prove every 6 months that you're worthy of care. Fail your paperwork? Tough shit. Miss an appointment? Tough shit. Too bad you're denied treatment. Fascism sure does love bureaucracy as a weapon. Section 8's now capped and cut and collapsing. People are being funneled straight into homelessness, and the government is not doing anything and failing. It's choosing to displace you. Or controlling through hunger. Doesn't need jackboots on every corner if people are too weak and hungry or depressed to fight back. They call it work requirements and responsibility, but it's a moral cover to justify letting people starve. Billionaires are framed as visionaries, while the broke are scapegoated as lazy freeloaders. Raikou, what's up, friend? Y'all, I've known Raikou for a long time. Long time. Yeah, are we great yet? Is America great again yet? Take away food, adequate housing. Depression will set in within weeks or months. Entire communities could collapse. Fastest way to break a population is not with guns, is with empty stomachs and eviction notices. Child poverty is spiking fast and is back above 13% as the administration shrugs. Fascist systems always sacrifice the kids first. Trump and his cronies preach America first, but the reality is billionaires first and the broke last. Government isn't incompetent. It's deliberately weaponizing poverty to keep people submissive. That's fascism. If you're not rich, this government wants to keep you hungry, sick, scared, desperate, and fearful. They don't want you to survive. They want you to be broken, because broken people don't fight back. That's just fascism wrapped in a flag. Yeah, they're bringing bodies out of ICE detention centers now. Bodies in bags. We got videos of it. It's really bad. I also think that America is absolutely censored from the outside world. I have to actively look out world news. It doesn't just pop up on my feed anymore like it once used to. It's a backwards system, yeah. The system was built for rich white male land-owning slave owners, for them, by them. So, Trump is a symptom of a bigger system and a bigger issue. I don't know. "2025, America's engineered suffering. Government isn't failing the people. It's deliberately weaponizing poverty. They want you hungry. They want you tired. They want you scared, because we're easy to control then. SNAP work rules aren't about work. It's about breaking the poor with humiliation and bureaucracy until you give up. Healthcare is rationed by paperwork. Miss a form, lose your Medicare, die quietly. It's not inefficiency, it's just policy. Free Luigi, he did nothing wrong. Billionaires are worshipped. Elon Musk is lined up for $1 trillion payout while workers can't afford basic groceries, water, housing, healthcare, adequate schools for your children. Nothing. We need to not just say it's policy failure. It's authoritarian theft, economic violence, and class warfare. We must organize locally. Fascism isolates you, and you fight back by building micro communities. Hey. Food shares, rent solidarities, and protest networks. Weaponize shame. Hold up graphs. Poverty, wages versus Musk bonus, SNAP cutoffs, and ask, how do you sleep at night? Sure is. Trump is Hitler. Yeah. Fucking Trump. I think Trump's a Russian asset. I wholeheartedly believe that he is a Russian asset. People are like, oh, Putin was the head of the KGB. What do you mean was the head of the KGB? What do you mean was? He's got a fucking asset running our country into the ground. Release the goddamn list. If our president of our country fucks kids, the whole world needs to know, and we need to bring back shaming. Public shaming. Anyone know how to build a lemonade stand? If you know, you know. All right. We must flood every channel. Socials, live stream, protests, art. We must make the suffering visible. Show how angry we are. Keep repeating this stuff. Give real life impact stories of your own life, how it's impacted you, how it's impacted your family. Keep it in their faces. We got to keep it in their faces. We got to vote. But we can't stop just at voting, because North Carolina was blue, but somehow we're red. That don't make any fucking sense. Elections is a tool, but not salvation. All right. Did y'all hear what Amazon did with their workers and their they have a, what's that called? I don't think it's a blackout factory. Dark factory, where it's just robots and they don't need lights on. They got a few lights on, but they don't really need lights on. They just got robot workers just walk around. They already have those. That's not the news to me. The news to me was when Amazon had humans in there, they refused to keep it at an adequate temperature for humans. It was very hot. They weren't allowed breaks, weren't allowed all these things. There was a lot of issues going on, but it was too hot. They installed proper AC and ventilation for robots so they wouldn't overheat. But they wouldn't do it with the humans? So y'all would make sure the machines get cool, but you just replace the humans. Got it. Got it, got it, got it. Yeah. Absolutely, Raikou. Absolutely. It's atrocious. It's atrocious. John, what up, bro? How you doing, man? Good to see you, bro. We're just bitching and moaning, bro. Hey, John, you know how to do septic work, man? America in 2025 isn't broken. It's functioning exactly as designed by the ultra rich. Sometimes we need to step back. Take a moment, heal yourself a little, and then come out swinging. When you come out swinging, we've got to break the narrative of the powerless. Fascist systems want us to feel small, isolated, and helpless. The first fight is psychological. Naming the problem and refusing to swallow their framing. Lazy poor, lazy broke, deserves it. Nobody deserves houselessness. Nobody deserves food insecurity. With the amount of food that America throws in the trash, nobody deserves to go to bed hungry. Anybody. Nobody. With the amount of wasteful shit that we do. I used to work at Sheetz, man. It's a gas station that also had like food. It was a good place. It was okay. Great concept. Good food. My manager was a piece of shit. And he got his info straight from corporate. And when we had to throw out bread that was going to expire the next day, he absolutely purchased, I think it was coolant. And he cut open the bags of bread and he poured coolant on it. So if anyone ate it illegally, as he put, they would earn a lesson. What does coolant or antifreeze do if you eat it? He went out of his way to poison food. For people that dumpster dive for food? Yeah, it's pretty bad. And that was in probably 2017. Nope. 2007. That was probably 2007. And we knew a guy. We knew a guy that dumpster dives. And my the manager, he ordered a new dumpster that had locks on it or something, and he forgot to lock it one time or something. And there was a guy that was caught dumpster diving. He called the cops, and the cops let him go because it is what it is. I mean, if you're hungry, you're hungry. That's when he started poisoning the food. Absolutely barbaric. Yep. Absolutely barbaric. Yeah, it's full. It's full. I had our shower filled up with the septic. It didn't fill up with like. It filled up a little bit. I'm having a shitty month already, and it's only the 5th. So, yup, my house filled up with Trump. Whole lot, not the whole house, but. All right. We must build food networks. We already kind of do. Community gardens are fantastic. Food pantries are fantastic. Mutual aid kitchens bypass SNAP gatekeeping. And if a town feeds itself outside of the system, that's freedom. If a town feeds itself outside of the system, that's freedom. We got so big as states that we came together and made a bigger system that joins all the states together. We made America. We will always make America. So we need to remake it. We need to take it back. Yeah, what a shitty way to start a month. It's very costly here too. Yup. So, health collectives, free clinics, telehealth. I gotta go, y'all. I gotta go take this phone call. So much love. I'll see you on the Discord. Bye, everybody. Sorry about the abrupt stopping. So much love.